Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm coming back on to share QFUN Laminator reached out to me and asked me if I would like to play with their laminator and give them a review. So I've already taken the laminator out of the box. I do have it plugged in. I do not have it on yet, but it does come with the laminator, the instructions, and then they do give you like the sheets to laminate. I was playing with it yesterday, so let's look inside, and it tells you how to use it, you know, everything that it comes with, the little thing in the back, anti-blockage system, very nice. And this thing does get hot, like it, oh, what am I trying to say? Like it laminates wonderful. So let me turn it on. So there's the on switch here, and right now it's on cold. And then 3 mil, you have your little buttons, so I'm going to put it on 5 mil. And then it does open up, and inside you have a paper cutter. Isn't that nice? And then you have a corner rounder. Like I said, I was playing with it last night, so okay, I always forget how to put that back in there. And then they do send you some rings. And I do believe this is a hole punch. I haven't played with this yet. I think I just have to snap that into the top, but super cute. Okay, so I'm just gonna let this heat up off to the side. So while this is heating up, it's blinking, and I think when it's ready, it stops blinking. So here are my pockets. I'm going to do them in gold. And then the paper that I'm going to be using, I just grabbed random Maggie Holmes papers. I just started laying them out yesterday and working on this, and I forget which comes from which collection. Like I said, I just started. So I did do stitching on all of the little houses, and I did stitching around. I thought this would be cute. And then there's the paper for the inside. And then this is the back cover. I did not do any stitching on this one. Then here is the paper for that. And then this is for the outside. And then this is for the inside. So there will be stitching. And the reason why I'm not doing it, let me just make sure these are all the right way, because knowing my luck. Okay, sheet. Let's do the pockets first. I think that they will fit in here. Maybe I have too big. Probably do. I have a smaller. I do, but let me see if I can get them both on there. No, it's okay. I could probably cut this, but I'm not going to. So I'm going to run my little pockets, but I want to separate that out just a little. And I'm going to run this through. And the other thing about this laminator is it is 12 inches. I don't know if you can see that. So you can do a whole 12 by 12 sheet. Laminating sheet. So I am going to set this off to the side. Get it open. There we go. So I really need to make sure that these are lined up. I could probably use a ruler. I'm wondering if I should have put a little on my tape roller. I haven't gone to the store to go get more. I have the refills. I threw away my tape roller, not realizing, you know, I kind of need it for the refills. Okay, I did run that through one more time. I don't think it needed it. I was worried about these bubbles here, but that's just in the middle. When I cut it, it'll be fine. And if not, I could always just run it through again. And I think this will be okay. I am going to carefully put this through. Do I remove that just over a smidge? Like when I cut it out. So it's moving. My last ones did not. I got it in there pretty good. But see, this actually, I don't know if you can see it, this will fit through the width. Perfect, perfect. I was going to, I don't know if I really want to or not. I had sewed this here, I was going to put it on the front, but it's going to cover up all of my stitching, but I'm going to go ahead and laminate that piece anyways, just in case I change my mind. I was going to do like a little pocket on the front. I just hate to cover up all of that stitching that I did. Okay, this laminated, no bubbles, no nothing. Came out perfect. So I'm just going to let that cool off a minute, and I am going to cut that out. Okay, so I'm going to let these cool off and cut them out, and I will be right back. Okay guys, I am back. So I did make a mistake when I did the lamination. I took the front cover and put it back here, put this on the other side. So I actually had to cut this all apart and re-laminate it. And the pieces still had the lamination on the very front, but I put it through and you cannot even tell that it's double laminated. It's super thick now, but you can't really tell at all that it is double laminated. So the only other mistake I made was I put the sewed piece inside instead of the outside, and it's like, ugh, you know, I always forget to like double check my work, but she is nice and thick and she is not going anywhere. So I'm still trying to decide if I want to make a pocket and put it here. Like I said, it's going to cover up all of my stitching. I don't know. I have to think about that one, but I just wanted to get this video made and shared. And after it is completely done, so now it is cooling down. It's been sitting here for a minute. So I'm thinking that after it's not in use for a little while, it just starts shutting down. So that's what it is doing. And it's saying it's like bleeping or whatever, blinking that it's cooling down. So like I said, I didn't shut it off, anything. It's been inactive for a little while, so that's very nice. But that is what I made. I made a pretty cover for this chunky, like Maggie Holmes little album here, and I cannot wait to finish it all off. And I will put a picture so that you can see. But is this laminator, love it. I did not cut the pockets out yet, but it laminated those perfectly. And like I said, this is thick gold cardstock, and those are going to be, just set this off to the side. And those are going to be my pockets for right here to add some ephemera in. But like I said, I will probably either put a picture in, or I will come back and just add to this video. But anyways, I will leave the link down below with a coupon code, or I'm not sure if I have a coupon code or if it just takes it off. I will leave it in the description box below. But for the QFUN Laminator, so worth it. You get extra pieces of stuff in here, super cute. So this is the finished album. I put a charm and some beads, and then this is all laminated, of course. And then it just opens up. I just have it like that. And then it has the pocket that's laminated, and there's some pieces inside. So I'm just going to go through the little album. There's a little pocket that opens up here. Then there are little pockets here. And this is just like tissue paper. And there's paper, so you can add ephemera, sew on it, whatever. And then this is the other pocket that I had laminated. Instead of putting it on the front, I just put it right here inside. And I have a little couple of tickets. And I just used random Maggie Holmes paper collections. And then I put a little clip right here. And then this paper here is not down, so that way if you want to make this like a shaker or whatever and put it on, or do some sewing. And then there is some ephemera right here, and then there is a little baggie, there is a ticket, then there is more stuff inside here. I just kind of tore the bag and opened that up like that. And here's another page. There's enough stuff inside, I feel, to embellish. And then here are some more. And this is just glued down, like for a little side pocket. And then here is that little bag. Here is another clip. Some pieces. More pieces inside of the little bag. Put that back on there. There we go. And then there is more pieces to decorate with. And again, another sheet of paper. You can cut it down, decorate how you want, do some sewing, whatever, then put it down. This is from one of the paper collections. I just have that clipped there. And I put a little sticker here. It's not like glued or anything, it's just with the glue that's on the back, so you can do sewing, wrap it with thread. Here is another little piece of ephemera. Again, the tissue paper. Here is a sheet of paper. This album, little album, is 4x6, and I think inside it is 3 3/4 by 5 3/4. And then there is the doily, another little pocket. I put a hopefully I'm in frame, just doing this whole thing, like a glitter sheet of cardstock right there. And then some ephemera just to make like a little tuck spot. And then here's another little like plastic pocket. This stuff all comes out. You can even add to the back. And there is a piece of vellum that has gold on it. So pretty. And then another one of these. And I did sew, make it into a little pocket. sticker back here. Then there is another pocket that I laminated, and then there are a few pieces in here. There is a glitter frame, a little piece of ephemera, whatever that is. Okay, get in there. Okay, and then here is the back. And that is what I made using the QFUN Laminator. This laminator is really nice. It gets super hot. Like I said, I made a mistake and had to cut this apart and re-laminate it, and you can't even tell, but super adorable. But again, I will leave the link down below in the description box, and thank you guys so much for watching, and have a good day. Bye.